What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Airborne in the house, dropping you guys the latest and greatest cryptocurrency news and updates. Today's April 10th, 2023, and in today's video, we'll be doing a crypto market overview. And next, we'll be talking about Bitcoin. Bitcoin's finally breached $30,000. It's the first time since June of 2022. You guys think that's interesting? Stick around, and I'll tell you all about it. All right, everyone. Hopefully you're all having a great day wherever you guys are at. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night. I just recently got off of work, saw that Bitcoin was pumping the last couple of hours to 30,000. First time since June of 2022. I just had the energy and the motivation to just pump out a video for you guys. Got a couple things I want to share with you guys about Bitcoin. Now that it's breached 30,000, is it a fake out? What's going on? We're going to continue to pump. Stick around to the end of the video. I got some good stuff to share with you. But let's just jump right into it right now. Before we begin, if you guys don't mind smashing that thumbs up button on your way in, consider subscribing if you aren't. Turn on the bell notifications so you get notified as soon as I upload a video. Easiest thing you guys can help do to support my channel. And again, if you guys want to skip ahead to any section of the video, I do put a timestamps in the pinned comments down below and also throughout the video for your guys' viewing pleasure. So you guys can skip to whatever you guys want to listen and watch. So let's just jump right into it right now. Market is doing pretty good the last 24 hours, especially the last few hours here. The last couple, or at least the last hour of April 10th. I know most of you guys will probably watch this on April 11th on Tuesday, or maybe sometime in the future. But we are up about 4.1% the last 24 hours. Bitcoin's looks like right now it's just at 30,000. I think it pumped around to about 30,400, something like that it wicked up to. It's been hovering around 30,100 the last hour or so, but 30,000 is definitely crucial support to break and hold. Ethereum up about 3.63%, set at $1,923. BNB's up about 3%. XRP is up about 2.92%, and Cardano up about 3.41%, sitting at 40 cents. Excuse me. Let's see. Top gainers last 24 hours. We got Render Token up about 20%, Conflux up about 16.47%, and Jasmy up about 14.13%, sitting at 0.0063. Top losers last 24 hours got Banker Network Token down about 12.79%, Eternity Chain down about 10.65% at $2.59, and Dipius. Haven't heard of that one, but it's down about 7.58%, sitting at 21 cents. Excuse me, got something in my throat. It is April 10th, 2023. Holidays: National Hug Your Dog Day, National Siblings Day, Easter Monday. We got Golfers Day, National Cinnamon Crescent. Crescent? That was Crescent Day? I don't know. National Farm Animals Day. A bunch of other random holidays. Let's see. There you have it for your April 10th holidays. If you guys are watching on April 11th, I don't know if I'm going to put out a video tomorrow, but it is National Pet Day for April 11th. Seems to be the biggest one. International Be Kind to Lawyers Day. Although if you are a Voyager creditor, you don't want to be kind to those lawyers, Kirkland and Ellis and all those. I'm not even going to get to that. You guys know. National Cheese Fondue Day. That looks good. Haven't had that in a long time. National Submarine Day. Seems like a pretty big holiday. And World Parkinson's Day. So, your guys, holidays for April 10th and April 11th. Crypto Bubbles, top 100. Sea of Green right now. Last hour, looks like everything's pumped. So, I'm not too surprised we're coming down a little bit. Let's take a look at my favorites the last 24 hours. Everything's pumping. Bitcoin's up 6%. Elon, that's a little S coin that I put a couple dollars into. VGX up. CKB doing pretty good, up 6.1%. And Cardano up about 3.1%. Trading at just about 40 cents. Let's see. Traditional markets. Looks like the futures are doing pretty good. Stock futures rise Monday evening as March inflation reports loom ahead, which we'll talk about here in just a minute. Total crypto market cap's doing pretty good. I think I had like a rising wedge here, which is usually a bearish pattern, but we're kind of breaking it. I mean, we're still at the very tail end right now. I mean, I guess you could kind of move this out a little bit, kind of saying we're in kind of a channel right now, so we might breach back down below it. Looks like on the RSI, we're way oversold for total crypto market cap. On the 3-hour chart, Let's jump to the daily. Let's do a little bit larger time frame. Oversold a little bit. We're starting to go into maybe the positive momentum on the histogram right here. You can see barely. So that's taking a look at the total crypto market cap right now, looking at 1.19 trillion. DXY looks like the last, at least in the 4 hours, last 4 hour candle printed. We are down, looking at a current 102.342. We are seeing this horizontal trend line right here as some tough resistance. This 102.813 did look like about 8 hours ago it did try to wick to it, but use that as a nice resistance here, 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 and here. So keep an eye on that, because DXY, whenever that's pumping, that's when crypto and traditional markets are down, and vice versa. So who knows? I don't know. Wouldn't really say this is an ascending triangle, which is bullish, but yeah, just keep your guys' eye on the DXY. Bitcoin dominance. So Bitcoin dominance right now. We are. Let me just zoom in a little bit. This is on the daily. We are above this resistance right here that we've been seeing here back in June of 2022, October 21, going all the way back here to July 21st, or July of 2021. But yeah, we are finally coming up to this crucial resistance, and if we break this and close above it, there is not much Bitcoin dominance resistance all the way up until about 60%. We could see Bitcoin doing a massive pump here in the next couple of months, which a lot of people are predicting, although not financial advice, with Bitcoin dominance. So keep an eye on that. Again, we have been trading sideways for Bitcoin dominance for a while, but again, we are currently above it. So if we close the 4 hour and the daily the next day or so above it, we could see a nice run for Bitcoin. All right, Fear and Greed Index, currently looking at a 68. Not too surprised since the markets were green today. Yesterday, we were greed at a 62. All right, so some things that we have going on, macro perspectively going on. A lot of U.S. economic data this week. Nothing for tomorrow, but Wednesday. Wednesday's going to be a big day where we do have the CPI inflation numbers coming out. We also got the Fed FOMC minutes. Thursday, we got PPI inflation, jobless claims, and then Friday, you got your retail sales and consumer sentiment numbers coming out. So Wednesday, CPI inflation numbers. It is going to be expected rate of a 5.2%, which last month it was a 6%. A lot of people are saying if it's anything below the expected 5.2%, that's going to send markets to the moon, traditional crypto markets, all that type of stuff. So again, Wednesday's numbers for CPI are going to be very important. And another thing to look at right now is Trueflation. This kind of does a calculation of what the actual inflation is. A lot of people are saying that the government's numbers are, they're just fudging the numbers type of thing. But right here for U.S. Trueflation, currently they're saying it's a 4.31%, which is way lower than what the 5.2% expected rate is for Wednesday. So, man, even if it comes in at below like a 5%, even though true inflation is saying 4.31%, we could have a huge run for the crypto and traditional markets. So, again, Wednesday is going to be a big day. And going along with that, with this big pump that we're seeing for crypto and most likely stock market futures for tomorrow, we always usually see a lot of big pumps up to these CPI numbers, and then it just dumps, and then it'll kind of recover throughout the day, even if the numbers are going to be below the expected 5.2%. So we could maybe see a nice little pump the next day or so leading up into Wednesday's inflation numbers, and then it'll just dump just because that's just what the bots and trading usually historically does. But then maybe throughout the day, even if it becomes below 5.2% or just even that, I think we'll still recover. So keep an eye on that. But if it's higher than 5.2% CPI numbers, I don't know. It won't look good. But I don't know. Everyone's saying that it is going to be either at the expected 5.2 or below it. All right, so next topic of discussion is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is now back above $30,000, or just at it right now as I'm making this video. We have not seen Bitcoin at this level since June of 2022. So definitely a very good thing to see since the bear market that we've seen the last year and a half or so. Bitcoin back above 30,000. So right now, according to this dude, El Crypto Prof, he is saying on the macro perspective of Bitcoin, there is a megaphone pattern potentially playing out. And this goes all the way back to the bull run of 2021, at least the beginning of it, where we started to have this massive uptrend. You can see the megaphone that he has drawn out here. You have the higher highs from the first all-time high of Bitcoin to the second. Then you have your all-time lows for that July, August 2021, where it touched that lower low. And then most recently back just a couple months ago where we had the low hit here for Bitcoin. And now we've just kind of been in a nice little uptrend. So kind of looking at the pattern here where it hits the higher highs, the two lower lows. He's saying that potentially we could see this go all the way up here to a potential $85,000 Bitcoin if this bullish megaphone pattern plays out. So just keep an eye on that one. I know there's a lot of other people saying there's the Elliott wave pattern, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least by the end of the year, we could see an Elliott wave, big 5 impulse wave to the 5th playing out. So that's in play. You got this in play. A lot of bullish patterns and indicators showing that Bitcoin is going to be continuing to go to the upside. Take a quick look at the charts. Again, we have been in this channel up and down. We're finally breaking above it here in the 4-hour chart, so that's good to see. At least on the shorter time frame, the 4-hour chart, we're way overbought. And then looking in at the MACD right now, we still looks like we have some room for momentum. But again, that RSI is showing that we might have a nice little retrace. Let's zoom out a little bit more onto the daily. Daily, we are overbought quite a bit. We are, although, looking at some positive movement on the MACD, on the histogram, starting to move into the green positive momentum here, where these two moving averages are about to cross. So that's a good thing to see, at least on the daily, where we could see potentially more move to the upside. It could trade kind of along above this Ichimoku cloud, even though we are far away from it. So at least on the larger time frame, we do see some at least bullish momentum on the MACD, even though it is overbought. But on the shorter time frame, on the 4-hour chart, it still looks like we're going to peak out here for the histogram, but we are way overbought. So I don't know, hit or miss. Like I said, I think that we might be pumping at least the next day or so into the inflation numbers, whether they're bullish or at the expected levels. We could see a nice little cool off where Bitcoin maybe goes a little bit below 30K, but then continues to those 32, 34 levels. So let me just zoom out just again, just to show you guys the kind of levels that we're looking at for Bitcoin. So yeah, we got these resistance levels right here going all the way up to about the 31, 32. So hopefully we try to trade sideways here, at least again in about the 29, 30 for a little bit. But if it breaks that, let's see, if we break about 32,000, there's not much resistance up to that 38, 40K level. So who knows? Maybe we'll see that nice little uptick for Bitcoin. All right, another thing for Bitcoin and Michael Saylor and Microstrategy, they're no longer underwater on their Bitcoin position. I do believe their average is about 29,000 for all the Bitcoin that they have right now. So that's just something to keep in mind, that dollar cost averaging, that's one of his big beliefs. No matter what the price is, he's always buying, because in the macro, in the long term, Bitcoin's going to win. People were making fun of him when he was buying at 48,000, 50,000, whatever. But again, you have that long-term macro mindset. You believe in Bitcoin, doesn't hurt to DCA. So again, MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor, they are no longer underwater. All right, last thing for the video. Huge, if you guys haven't heard this one, presidential hopeful Robert Kennedy trashes on CBDCs, then says Bitcoin is an escape route. So I do believe he is a nephew of John F. Kennedy, I want to say, and I think he's going to actually run for the Democratic Party, I want to say officially on April 19th. Quick article I read, but long story short, he said today that cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin give the public an escape route from the splatter zone when this bubble invariably bursts. So the White House is colluding with the banksters to keep us all trapped in the bubble of profiteering and control. So again, cryptocurrency is getting a lot of attention in the government and the upcoming election, with all the bankruptcies that we saw and CBDCs, all the talk about them pushing that. If they push those CBDCs, you're going to have no control over your money. They're going to give you a spending limit. Oh, you've reached a spending, you can't buy anything. Who knows? CBDCs are absolutely terrible. So it's kind of good that he's speaking out against this, at least on this. I don't know anything of his other political stuff. I don't want to talk about that on my channel. But again, I think the next election, a lot of people, if we do go to Bitcoin and decentralized wallets and all that type of stuff, I think cryptocurrency is going to be a hot topic. So it's good to see someone at least that is against CBDCs. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Smash that thumbs up button on your way out. Consider subscribing if you aren't. And turn on the bell notification so you get notified as soon as I upload a video. Easiest thing you guys can do to help support my channel. Go give me a follow on Twitter at @crypto_airborne, where I am the most active and I do all my latest and greatest tweets of any type of breaking news. I've been slacking a little bit. Also, if you guys want to go follow my communities group here, Crypto Airborne, just click on communities, type in Crypto Airborne, and I'll add you here. Kind of add some personal things here, some things that I don't usually do publicly on my Twitter page. But yeah, if you guys are interested, just click communities, type in Crypto Airborne, and I'll add you guys there. All right, guys. So let me know what you guys think of the CPI numbers this Wednesday. Do you guys think we're going to come at rate or as expected, 5.2%? We're going to come way below that, or the market's going to pump? I don't know. It's going to be another exciting week for cryptocurrency and Bitcoin with all of the macroeconomic data numbers coming out and all these just bullish patterns that we're seeing, and with history repeating itself and all that type of stuff. But let me know down below. I'm curious your guys' thoughts, and that's going to do it for me. Crypto Airborne, out. Have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, everybody.